Welcome to the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast, where the legal industry gets real. I'm your host, Eda Rosa, legal consultant, speaker, and founder of Eda Rosa LLC and the Limitless Paralegal Academy. This isn't your stuffy legal studies school lecture. We're talking mindset, money, modern workflows, and how to build a career and a life you don't need a vacation from. Let's cut the fluff, raise the bar, and change the game one conversation at a time. If you like what you hear, feel free to share and send us your feedback. Now let's talk paralegal. This episode is for the goal-getters, ambitious, motivated, thought leaders, legal professionals with lots of dreams, and have their what-if moments. The ones that are thinking of change, daydreaming about a house on the beach or in the mountains. The ones that want to be financially free so that they can have more time to dedicate to the things they love most. Listen in for more. Hey guys, it's your girl Eda, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast. Today's episode is going to feel like that conversation you didn't know you needed. So, whether you're drafting discovery, managing partners, calls, or emails, or just trying to keep your head above the calendar, pause for a minute. Breathe, because this episode is for you. All right, let me hit you with something a little bold. What if you're not chasing a dream? What if you're just chasing a feeling? We set goals because they look good on paper. Bigger, firm, better title, more money. But when we really look underneath the ambition, what we often find isn't desire for the thing. It's desire for how we hope the thing will make us feel. So I was reading this book because I'm pretty sure you're wondering where I got this concept. And the concept that we're going over today is actually from a book I read, which is The Biology of Desire. And it was actually inspired by a LinkedIn post, which I will leave the links in the description for both of these, by Dr. Elizabeth Lindsay, so that you guys can review this information on your own. But we often set these goals because they look good on paper, right? And this is the whole point. And neuroscience has something to say about that. So that's what we're going to go over. When we imagine achieving something, our brain releases a dopamine as if it already happened. It gives us like this high up front, right? And then the pleasure isn't in the prize, it's in the pursuit, which is why we constantly are hearing these quotes about enjoy the journey, not the destination, because that's essentially life in and of itself, right? And then what happens? The moment we arrive, the feeling fades, right? The next milestone is called to us, and our intuition is pulling us left and right and all sideways. We get back on the treadmill, running. And this is a very chaotic treadmill. It's a loop. And if we're not conscious, it becomes our entire life. So here's where it gets really interesting. And again, I mentioned that book, The Biology of Desire, and it's by Mark Lewis. And this book really redefined what addiction really is. It's not a disease, but it's a pattern, a loop of behavior that's wired around our emotional need. He says addiction is just a repeated attempt to feel differently, to feel better. And when I read that, I couldn't help but think, is that what's happening in the legal field? Is that what's happening with our legal professionals, the people that are labeled ambitious and motivated and goal-getters and, high performers and all the things? Are we addicted to the chase, to proving, to the next big goal that will finally make us feel worthy, noticed, valued, heard? Because the danger isn't the goal itself. It's always healthy to have ambition and motivation. It's that we might be using our dreams to run from ourselves, which is even scarier. So if I just get the promotion, I'll finally feel secure. If I open my firm, I'll finally feel respected. If I make partner, I'll finally feel enough. But what if that feeling never comes? What if it's not just the top of the mountain, but at the base, we're waiting for to be recognized, right? And how about if when we're starting it, we actually recognize what feeling we're actually trying to search and seek? So what if the dream is actually this, to feel whole before I ever arrive or you ever arrive? So I want you guys to really think about this. This is a thinker episode. We're going to have plenty of reflection questions, but this is a concept that really opened up my eyes personally, because this is what I do, guys. I train legal professionals, and the mindset battle is literally half the battle. I have to really make sure that, one, they're open to learning more. They're open to being more. But I never thought that this could actually be attached to a feeling, that a goal or a destination can actually be attached to a feeling. So simply put, when you want to go on vacation, are you trying to escape the daily routine and the stress and the responsibility? Or are you actually just trying to explore this new destination, or both? So these are questions that I want you guys to start learning. You don't like your job. Is it because of the environment, the people, or is it because you don't feel valued, heard, or enough for that position? This, you have to tackle what that feeling is so that you can actually help yourself and arrive to that feeling before you arrive to the destination. So here are a few things that I want you to think about. Ask yourself, what feeling am I really after? What am I really trying to gain out of this experience, goal, dream, career, life? Audit your goals. Are they fueled by alignment or by avoidance? Am I going after this because this is really my path, or because others want me to go through that path, or because others are expecting this of me, or because I feel like I have to? Or are you just avoiding what you really want to do, what you really want to be, where you really want to go? And remember this, you don't have to earn the right to feel good about yourself and your life. You can give yourself permission to feel that right now, in this moment, when you actually are committed and actually are aware of what that feeling that you're searching for is. This can go for both personal and professional. So really, really tap into this emotion and really replay this episode, because I want you to focus on this. If this episode stirs something in you, don't let it sit in silence. I want you to really journal, put it out there, record yourself, whatever it is that you need to do to take it outside of your brain and your thoughts. Put it on paper. Tell a friend that maybe you feel is going through something similar, and let's start normalizing the emotional awareness, right, within our legal industry. Because we often see those through our clients' eyes. We see their stress, we see their anger, we see their fears of the unknown of what can happen. But we don't feel that for them, because we are semi in control of what can and cannot happen. We semi kind of know the outcome and we have that information, but they don't. So they're completely on an island, unknowing. And sometimes we ourselves are in that island, unknowing in some other aspects. You deserve more than a resume full of gold stars and a heart full of burnout. You deserve a career and a life that feels good while you're living it. And until next time, stay limitless. Until justice is served, I will be here.